Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starcraft. I am Zoronden, and you are tuned into yet another game sent in by the fans. And in the bottom left corner, we are going to have the red Protoss, sGMrMonday. And in the top right corner, the other Protoss, diemondCrook. diemondCrook. Yeah, I figured it was diemondCrook, but interesting spelling. Obviously, I will call him diemondCrook. Whatever. Anyways, I am going to speed this game up. The beginning is a little slow, but that is okay. We can go through it a little quicker than usual. And while these two players do ramp up what they're doing, I want to give a brief talk of my channel. Now, August is coming up very soon, so I will be giving my August State of the Channel address very soon. But in the meantime, I want to talk about the Torchlight 1 giveaway very quickly. I did announce the winner last Friday, so if you haven't yet seen who won that contest, you can go ahead and check out either the contest announcement video itself, the giveaway Torchlight 1, or you can check out the first entry of my new series called Fridays, I Do What I Want. Actually, it's called I Do What I Want Fridays. But on that video, I did announce the winner, as well as I covered a game I'm quite interested in that is called MechWarrior Online. So check that video out. You'll find the winner of the giveaway, as well as you'll find out about a really cool game that is a lot of head-to-head combat, like Starcraft head-to-head, not the same style of gameplay, obviously. But go ahead and check that out. It looks a lot of fun. And let's get back to Starcraft and slow this down to a normal speed game. So we are about the 4.5 minute mark. Obviously, neither player went for a Forge Fast expand, as sGMrMonday is just now getting his expansion. And diemondCrook is only running off of one gate at the time with no expansion. And he's chrono boosting nothing at the moment. Not sure if he was thinking to get Warp Gate there or what, but it did pretty much waste a chrono boost there, unfortunately, with that. And now we'll go down to sGMrMonday, and he's obviously grabbed an expansion, thrown up an extra pylon there. Now he himself is only on one gate at this time. He is grabbing a Forge, so he can throw down a cannon soon for a little extra defense, kind of an expand Forge build. But it doesn't look like he's planning to do that at the moment. Maybe when that Nexus does end up finishing. However, at the moment, sGMrMonday is going to have a slight lead in economy, and diemondCrook should have a slight lead in army. However, he's only got a Stalker and Sentry on the field. That Stalker isn't even finished quite yet, and he does have Warp Gate on the way now. Obviously, both players do, but sGMrMonday's is about done. And we do see 2 gas on the field. Now, normally 2 gas would be indicative of a 4 gate, and we do have 4 gates going down, but it's a late 4 gate. So, this is, I believe, a Silver League match. Don't quote me on that. I'm going to throw what league it actually is in the information below, but I know it's not above Platinum. God, I could even be wrong on that. But anyways, all the same, that is a pretty late 4 gate, and if that's what he's actually intending here, ouch. Ouch. That's not much to it. And sGMrMonday looks like he is looking to do some poking, maybe test the waters, see what's going on. He has thrown a pylon down at the 3rd. That's not a bad play. I do like that. A little bit of a block as well as a proxy pylon for him to work with. Unfortunately, diemondCrook is moving out as well, and these two players, they're just going to miss each other. Ooh, this could be some interesting play. I'm not really sure what's going to occur here. Looks like diemondCrook is looking to put up a proxy pylon of his own. We could end up with some sort of weird base race with very few units. We'll need to watch what's going to go on with that. And sGMrMonday almost has his main here saturated, which is nice to see, as well as working off his expansion as well. And obviously, Mr. Monday is doing a little work on here. diemondCrook is just sitting still. Okay, now it looks like he's pulling back a little bit. I'm not sure that's the right decision, especially with his troops here. And unfortunately, he's got troops going in both directions. Those stalkers finally turn around. Some stalker warp-ins up here are probably going to end this attack by sGMrMonday. But it was an effective attack. It didn't really do any damage. Well, it actually did quite a bit of damage to that warp-gate, 400 hit points. But the real damage here was that he got diemondCrook to pull his army back. And as well as invest quite a bit in troops. So now they're all kind of back at his base. And Mr. Monday is going to have some time before these troops get down here. And what sGMrMonday needs to do at this time is reinforce, and quick. Because while he does have a nice economy advantage at this time, and he hasn't been forced to spend money on troops, he's going to need them soon because there's an actual big army coming. And he does throw down a few cannons, which will be nice if he loses his natural. But unfortunately, he has to lose his natural for those cannons to be of use. And he is throwing a cannon down here. Unfortunately, that is going to be an Artosis cannon at this time because of this Artosis pylon. And sGMrMonday pushes out. He doesn't really want to do that. I don't think he knew those were down there. He loses a stalker, and he's going to lose all his stalkers right there, just sitting there. And that is completely outnumbered. A few of diemondCrook's things may go down, but he has to pull out. Mr. Monday knows it. That is not somewhere he wants to be. And diemondCrook needs to push. He's got the troops to do some serious damage. Obviously, with those zealots and cannon warped in now, he's going to have a better defense, as well as a second cannon coming. diemondCrook needs to push his advantage here while he's got it. And unfortunately, he's just sitting there kind of biding his time. I think he wants to warp in more. Unfortunately, he's supply blocked, and he has to warp in another pylon. So let's check this out. We should see another warp cycle come in here from diemondCrook. There it is. Took a little longer than I suspected, but there comes the push. The reinforcements join in. Bit of backing off from the zealots, not entirely necessary. I like to see some caution by players, but in this case, you have an overwhelming force. Wipe those zealots out, wipe those stalkers out. You could even take these cannons out, which thankfully aren't Artosis anymore. But you have the advantage here, brother. And you're slowly losing it, especially now with these 6 sentries on the field. They can pretty much warp off this ramp. Probably not eternally. That is a giant ramp, but they're going to be able to block it off for quite a while. And an Immortal now on the field. diemondCrook is slowly losing his advantage here, and he's just pissing it away. Just standing there, twiddling his thumbs. I don't know what he's thinking. This is something I see with a lot of lower play, is somebody has a superior force, and they sit at the bottom of the ramp because they're scared. Stop being scared. Scout it out with a Zealot or something. Scout it out with a Marine or a Zergling. Figure out what your opponent has, and when you know you have the advantage, press it. He no longer has the advantage that he once had. I mean, it is gone. And just because you have map control does not mean you're winning. I mean, hell, look at sGMrMonday. He has a proxy pylon here with Zealots. And obviously, diemondCrook has no frickin' idea they're there. The Zealots could easily run right up into the probe line and do serious damage without a good reinforcement coming in from diemondCrook. So, diemondCrook had an advantage here. At one point, he was ahead by almost 20 farm points. And now he is behind by 20. He has pissed this lead away by just sitting on his hands and twiddling his thumbs. So that is something both players can learn from here, especially diemondCrook, of course. I don't want to rag on him too much. Obviously, he's a lower league player and trying to learn the game. But that is some serious advice to diemondCrook on how he can improve his play. You know, scout out, figure where you're at, and if you have the advantage, take it. You know, you've got to take some risks in StarCraft, otherwise you're never going to move up in a league or two. Especially if you have an observer, which you now have. So, do some scouting, figure out where you're at, and press your advantage. Press your lead when you have it. And look, now you're under attack, unfortunately, by a substantial force, and you're actually having to pull your stalkers back. You can see there on the map, he's moving his force back to defend. Obviously, this warp gate's going to go down. Probably this one as well. They're actually gateways still. But there goes sGMrMonday. He does need to move up into the base. Ignore that gateways. They're not powered. Take on these stalkers. Try and take them out quick so you can move into that probe line before his army comes. Obviously, you know his army's probably on the way. Well, you especially know his army's on the way because he's not pressing you. And this time, if you do see that army coming in, don't continue what you're doing. Retreat. Try to move into the probe line and take some probes out. Obviously, that blink hurt considerably, but that was a very nice attack by Mr. It got those troops off his line, and now he's going to go out and take that out, that proxy pylon. And that's actually going to supply block diemondCrook. So, very nice play by Mr. sacrificing a few small amount of units, but getting that main mass herd off of his front door. And now he's open to take a third, and he probably should. Obviously, with these Immortals, he now has a nice army advantage because look at this army. That is literally all stalkers with 1 sentry, 1 zealot. The only thing ever produced out of this robotic is an OBS, and sGMrMonday has an OBS in diemondCrook's space. I mean, Mr. Monday is ruling this game because diemondCrook has let him. So Mr. Monday needs to push out, take the advantage, honestly, with 3 stalkers, or excuse me, 3 Immortals, and with the new amount of zealots. Oh my goodness, I love seeing that. He could probably take this. Probably a little bit of cannon overkill here. Invest those in zealots or something instead. Get some extra gateways. You're only running off 5 at the moment. Honestly, you could be at 8 or even 9 at this point, and quite well. And you know, you could have mobile attacking units instead of cannons at this time, and you could press this and probably take him. I mean, honestly, with the troops sGMrMonday has right now, he could probably take diemondCrook. It's not a guaranteed attack, but if he had invested in zealots instead of these extra 5 cannons, I would almost guarantee he could take that attack. He does have 1 ground attack. Let's check out. Yeah, okay, both players do have 1 ground attack, so that's nice. Now, diemondCrook is getting attack 2, however, Mr. Monday is getting defense 1, which I like to see, armor 1, whatever it's called. It's armor, right? Yeah, it's armor. Now, diemondCrook is getting a dark shrine, which I obviously love seeing. Where the heck is it? There it is. Oh, but I'm pretty sure Mr. Monday does indeed see that. Oh, just barely out of range, so Mr. Monday actually has no idea that's coming. Oh, and Mr. Monday's grabbing a nice stealth, it's not a proxy, a nice stealth third over here with a little overkill of cannons, but that's okay, I'll let it fly. Typically I'd throw those cannons inside your main, or those, did I call those cannons the whole time? A little extra pylons over here. I'd throw those in your mains. There go the cannons that I was expecting. That's why I was talking about cannons. Again, a little bit of overkill of cannons. Obviously, with kind of a ninja expansion here, you typically want more cannons just because you're at risk of being discovered and not being able to get your army there in time to defend. But that's why you take this. Take this third. There's no real need for a ninja expand over here unless you're just playing for fun or for being lucky. But if you're really playing for wins, throw it here. Look how close your army is. You can defend it so much quicker. And obviously, you are pretty certain that diemondCrook does not have a third, so you know you're going to have that advantage in expansions. And you know his main's going to be running out. Obviously, yours is pretty much out. Oh, and I totally missed some Dark Templar warping in here from this warp prism, and that is causing havoc for Mr. Monday. I don't think he has any obs down here. And he's warping in a Colossus, or building a Colossi. Unfortunately, that I can't detect. That warp prism goes down. That is a nice catch by Mr. Monday. Unfortunately, he's going to lose this warp gate and whatever else. He just has no detection here. He's having to run those stalkers around the corner. This Immortal needs to stay away from there as well. And he's not moving his obs back. I don't know what you're thinking, Mr. Monday. That is a good cannon. Unfortunately, you need an obs. You need to get an obs. I don't know what else to say on this situation. This is not good for you. Wait, how does he... Oh, there's cannons right there. Wow, I totally missed that. I'm sorry, guys. But that is diemondCrook's failure, walking into that cannon range. I'm sorry, what the hell, diemondCrook? You threw those Dark Templar away. So, while that was a nice attack by diemondCrook, unfortunately, all he really did was destroy an assimilator. I guess he did get a gateway here, but he attacked the main's mineral line, which is all but dead. He really needed to attack here, or obviously the ninja expand, but he doesn't know that exists. So, kind of a lucky defend by Mr. Monday. He really wasn't actively doing anything to defend that, but I'm going to give him credit there. I think he knew what he was doing. I think he knew these cannons, these 3 cannons were all there, and he was going to eventually detect the Templar, and they couldn't really do that much, and he didn't have hardly any minerals left. So, well, it might sound like I was giving Mr. Monday crap there. I think he pulled it out proper there. And diemondCrook, diversify your army, man. All you have is stalkers. Obviously, Mr. Monday is building immortals into yesterday. Look at this, he's got 6 immortals. Normally, I would tell Mr. Monday he's being a retard for doing that, but diemondCrook has only stalkers. How many stalkers is this? 42 stalkers, 4 zealots, 1 sentry. This is a great build against a computer. And I mean, I'm not going to back off of that. That is a terrible, terrible idea by diemondCrook, and he's going to lose because of this. I'm going to make that bold statement right now. diemondCrook will lose because he's only built stalkers. So, good job for Mr. Monday for diversifying his army. Obviously, the Colossi aren't going to be a ton of usefulness. It's all going to be about the immortals here, and there are 7 of them on the field. And watch these stalkers just melt to the immortals. There's only 3 on the line at the moment. These guys are taking a nap back here. They know what's up. The stalkers even have the concave surround here, and the immortals are just making work of them, just melting them away. Utterly disgusting. That stalker army is totally obliterated, as I predicted. Just disgusting. Had superior numbers, superior firepower, but the immortals doing what they're built to do, countering those stalkers and just annihilating him. And I'm not even paying attention. We have Dark Templar up in diemondCrook's base. His own Dark Templar can't even do anything because he has no detection of his own at all. I'm pretty sure there are no cannons in here. So, lo and behold, Mr. Monday is going to win because of his own Dark Templar. And look at this, we have Dark Templar versus Stalkers versus Dark Templar. Unfortunately, the Dark Templar can't detect the Dark Templar, and the Dark Templar could detect the Dark Templar, so the Dark Templar destroyed the Dark Templar. And if you understood that, you deserve a prize, because I didn't understand what I just said. Anyways, Mr. Monday is cleaning up diemondCrook here. He is not getting away with the win here. Mr. Monday is going to wrap this game up with stellar countering, building a diverse army, and that is why Mr. Monday won this game hands down. That is the only reason. diemondCrook, my advice to you is diversify your army. I know I ragged on you quite a bit, but that is truly your only issue here. Diversify your army. Build some more things other than stalkers. Obviously, you build some Dark Templar, which is very nice, but get some more zealots in there, get some more sentries, and, you know, maybe some immortals, maybe some colossi. So, congrats to Mr. Monday. He is the fan who submitted this game. I want to thank him for sending that in. I am, of course, Zoronden. I want to thank you all for watching in. Please do subscribe and thumbs up the videos. It helps a ton when you do that. And I will catch all of you on the other side.